We live? Boys? Ladies and gents? It's good to be back. I was supposed to be live on Tuesday as well, but someone we all know around here, Danny, um, couldn't pull it together. But anyway, good to be back, guys. Super excited for today's show. Phone calls live. I'm going to be making phone calls for you. I know how excited you all are. I'm excited. I was just crushing a thing of Thin Mints. Unbelievable. So if you see chocolate in my teeth, I apologize. Um, so today we're gonna be calling great client of ours, longtime client, Nancy Seraphin up in Park City, Utah. She is the team leader up there, and I'm gonna be calling her list. So she's been working with us for a long while, sending videos. I know she hates them, but she does a great job. And she's sending training videos, tips, and education, everything and anything she can send out about, building your career as a realtor, building your team, best practices, so that she can attract more real estate agents in her market to come work for Keller Williams Park City. So I'm gonna be calling her list and talking to real estate agents today. So we'll see how it goes. It's a little bit of a different dynamic. As you all know, I work with viral marketing. So if this is your first time watching, go to getviral.com. Click on the our marketing plan there. It is the whole reason why we do everything that we do is to help you as a realtor, as a business professional, stay in touch with your past clients in your sphere so that you attract more business using video marketing and then follow up like this. So when you work with us, you get these reports after your videos go out because we're tracking who's engaging so you can follow up and be proactive with lead follow-up and hopefully create more business for yourself. So go to getviral.com. Also, if you're interested in potentially meeting with us in person, we are hosting events around the country this year. And we're going to put a link, getviral.com / events. We're going to put that link in the chat underneath the live video here. So look below. And we're doing small little workshops. So come join us as well for those where we teach you in this marketing plan how to reconnect with your database, target the right people with video content, build the list that's permission based, and then proactively follow up. We teach that in a 3-hour window. So check out our events page. And honestly, guys, I just really appreciate you watching. I appreciate your comments and feedback on my calls because I'm always looking to improve and do better and be confident. A lot of smack talk last week about my confidence. I kind of disagree with it, but I generated 4 leads last week, just so you know. Those leads are all going well and in the works. 2 listings, 2 buyers in an hour just by calling the list. Amazing. And today, so like I said, today, call Nancy's list. Thank you again, Nancy. And before I start making phone calls, I have to do this. I have to thank Aaron Wittenstein. You're the man, dude. Thank you so much for giving me an audience in lead gen, description, objections. Such a great group. Thank you so much. And if you're in lead gen scripts, thank you for watching. And the other person I'd like to thank is Kyle Whistle Realty down here in San Diego. He's one of the top realtors in all of San Diego. Good friend of mine. He has a Facebook group called The Whistle Way. And if you're in that group, thank you for watching. If you're not in both, you guys should flip-flop and join both groups because you're going to learn best practices from top agents around the country and what they're doing to grow your real estate business. So thank you so much for the platform, guys. And now to making phone calls. All right, so my approach today is going to be a little different. I'm not obviously calling a homeowner consumer. I'm calling real estate agents. So There's a couple classes that the KW office, the Market Center, is hosting next week on February 8th. So, as I make calls, I'm going to invite them to come to those classes and then obviously connect them with Nancy. So, guys, if you're out there doing training, recruiting, trying to build a team, and you're watching this, one of the best ways to get in front of people and essentially get an appointment is to invite them to some sort of training class. It's a secondary offer rather than leading with, hey, do you want to get on the phone for like a consult? It's a little bit too presumptuous off the bat, where you'd rather be leading with a secondary offer, which is just come sit in an event, learn, free training for you, and then we can meet and go from there, right? So that is what I'm going to be doing for Nancy. So let's do this. All right, first call. Guys, ready? Yeah, Peter. I got Peter behind the helm today. So if anything goes wrong, it's his fault. Just FYI. All right, here we go. See if this works. Oh. You hear it? We good? Remember, track your dials, contacts, and leads, ladies and gentlemen. You guys see this okay? And please, like I said, message me, hit me up. Let's have a conversation while I'm doing this. All right, so we can have some fun, okay?
Abby, I'm not available. Leave a message and I'll call you.
All right, guys, so for the sake of time in moving through these, I'm not leaving messages, obviously. I would leave messages if you were trying to talk to an agent or recruit an agent. Or, like I always say, if you're going to call them multiple times within a week or put them on a campaign or something of education, then maybe wait till the last call to leave that voicemail, okay?
Hi, this is Ann McCoy with Berkshire.
All right. Moving on up. All right, next one. Here we go. It's a weird number.
Hello, this is Art.
Hey, Art. My name is Scott Sillari, and I'm calling on behalf of Nancy Seraphin from KW Park City. Just so you know, this call is being recorded and monitored for training purposes. Is that okay?
Sure, I guess.
Okay. I need to get your approval because it's recorded.
How can I help?
Yeah, so Art, the reason for my call is Nancy sends out videos every couple of weeks just about training, best practices, as a real estate agent, things to look out for. And I wanted to see if you were, getting the videos and actually just get a little feedback from you to see if they're helpful.
I have watched some of them. Yes.
Okay.
I haven't watched all of them. It depends on time, what I've got available.
Got it.
I found that they have some good points to them. I haven't found them extremely useful, but I would say that they're mildly useful.
Okay. Well, hey, that's
If that makes
yeah, totally. I mean, it's better than nothing, right? Um,
right.
so I guess my other question is, obviously she works for Keller Williams. Are you working for a different brokerage, or are you an independent agent?
Yeah, I'm an independent broker.
Okay.
I just do my own thing.
Yeah.
I have my own trust account. I have my own. Anyway, it's just me.
Yeah, yeah. So
I actually have one other guy with me, but he's not doing a great deal. He's hoping to get started as time goes by.
right, right. Have you ever considered doing a training course at the Keller Williams KW office in Park City?
What do you mean by a training course?
Well,
Actually providing one as a teacher, or
no.
going to the training?
Yeah, I
What
mean
do you mean?
they offer different training courses every other week, or every few weeks. And have you ever like considered
Yeah.
participating in anything like that, or looking into working with Keller Williams? Or
I
are you pretty content in your own brokerage?
I've, no, I've actually been to a number of your classes that you make out available. I mean, since the days when David Johnson was there, and then David Dorius, and now Nancy. I've been to those classes from time to time as I receive emails for them, and if they look like something I can fit in and seems like a good thing to do, I try to take advantage of every opportunity I can for a little more knowledge. I'm always open to learn.
Nice, that's great. Well, just so you know, next Thursday they have two uh, two different training classes, one at 10 a.m., one at 11. Um, One is CE training for selling and transferring water, which is like their 11 a.m. Class. And then they have a core training course at 10 a.m. as well on Thursday the 8th, just FYI.
Okay.
I guess my last question for you, and I'll let you go, and I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me, I really do, is have you ever considered working with Keller Williams?
Well, not really. No, I I I figure. I guess the question is, what would it offer me?
Right.
You know, what does it cost? What would it offer me? And the way I understand it is that it would cost me about $24,000 a year, and I'm not sure that that's worth 24 grand a year. What am I stating it a little bit too bluntly, or does that make sense to you?
No, that does make sense. I guess it's a matter of that amount of money, and then what you get as far as value in return for that money, as far as being part of the brokerage and getting, I don't know, the training systems, or whatever, the support that you would get potentially by being part of Keller Williams. So that would be something that maybe would be a conversation for if you were considering it, a conversation for you and Nancy to have, where you kind of iron that out. Have you spoken to her before on the phone, or ever had a conversation with her in person?
Yes, spoken with each other a time or two over the years.
Got it.
Not a great deal, but here and there.
And did you bring up the same, like, were you just as blunt when she was asking you about coming over or working for Keller Williams? And like, what was her response when you said, what's the value for the 24,000?
We didn't really talk about that. Our discussions were in another direction, so it really wasn't a recruit. It was not really a recruiting call when we talked. I mean, I like Nancy. She seems like a very nice gal, and I she was kind enough to call about an issue that had been brought up that I'd had with another agent, and she was appreciative and was going to work with the other agent on helping them to get a little more clear on how to work with other brokers and agents that are out there. It was a good call, but it really wasn't the kind of call that
wasn't about
I would
that.
call a
Yeah.
recruiting call.
Right. It was about something else specific and circumstantial. It sounds
But,
like.
but it was very professional in nature. It was handled with grace, and I appreciated that. I thought she did a great job.
Awesome. Well, Art, would you be open for me maybe connecting you with Nancy just so you can maybe start dialogue, start a conversation? Would you be open to something like that?
I'm always willing to talk with people about anything, but I wouldn't want to characterize it as being something where I'm chomping at the bit to do something. It would be more opening a conversation, just being friendly with each other. That's more it than anything else.
Well, that's how I'll.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely, and that's how I'll set the expectation. For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why don't I do this? I just want to I was going to confirm your email, just artbros@xmission.com. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And then what I'll do is I'll send you a link to those classes too, so there's a little more description in there, just so you know what's coming up.
Okay. Great.
Awesome.
Good, Scott. Thanks for your help.
Yeah.
I appreciate the call.
All right.
Like I say, Scott, I work out of my house. I have my own trust account. I stay relatively busy. I manage to keep things going. Does it make sense to be a part of an office, a bigger office where I'm dealing with the this way I'm not really babysitting anybody, and I'm not having to put up with anybody particularly.
Yeah.
So it kind of works. A lot of agents are really very dependent on their office for providing them leads, providing whatever they provide. And I'm not saying that I couldn't do with that support, perhaps, but at the same time, it's not something I need. It's something
I think
where I let you go.
Right, and I think you're right there. I think it's a matter of like what your goals are, right, and what your goals are for your business and your lifestyle, and and I agree with you. I'm the same way when it comes to education. I'm always trying to learn and make sure that I know as much as I can about my profession and what I'm doing. That way, I can make the best decisions for me personally, and sometimes there's, conversations lead to things of just not knowing what you don't know, and when it comes to Keller Williams, I know one of the biggest benefits obviously is the networking capacity that they have when you're working with a lot of other people that potentially could, not only, open your eyes to certain things, but also send business, connect you to different people in different ways, and build potentially a bigger networking group to where you could do more business if that's something you wanted. But at the end of the day, again, it goes back to your goals and what you're looking to do.
I agree with you, and I certainly agree with you that there. I don't want to come off as somebody who thinks they know everything, because I don't. I just try and be open and listen and say, well, that's kind of a good idea. Maybe that's worthwhile. So I don't know. I figure it's always worth talking, but there may be other low-hanging fruit that would be more effective for Nancy to work with. But I'm always open to a call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm
absolutely.
I'm probably not that low-hanging fruit, is what I'm saying.
No, and I don't think you are, based on the conversation we've had, which is totally fine. But I think it's still worth connecting with you and you and her, and just having a conversation, even if it's a very beginning starting point. but at least you can maybe get some of the questions that you have about the value that KW brings for what you'd have to be putting in, So
Yeah, right, right. Well, Scott, tell me about your journey. How long have you been working with them? How long have you been in real estate?
well, I'm not a real estate agent, so I work with a marketing company, and I do a lot of marketing for Nancy. I help her with the videos, hence why I was calling to ask about your feedback with those. But I've been doing this
Sure.
for 5 years, and um, you know my job is to help businesses grow and make sure that they're making the best decisions. When it comes to marketing, to put themselves in front of the right people and attract business. So that's what I help Nancy with, and I'm just today reaching out to some of the people that are engaging with her videos, so I can have a conversation like this and get some feedback.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. And I hope it didn't sound. I hope the answer that I gave you was useful and yet at the same time sounded. I wanted to be honest
No,
about
no,
it.
it was useful and honest, and I appreciate you being transparent and those are a lot of the values that agents that work at Keller Williams have. So uh, it was interesting the way that you came with those questions to me so directly, and I appreciate that. I don't like beating around the bush.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, perfect. I appreciate talking with you, and I was aware of that class that you're having at 10 o'clock. I I actually believe I've signed up for your 10 o'clock class on the 8th.
Oh, okay, good.
Now there's
There's
a safe realtor class that's going on at Jim Santee auditorium at 11 o'clock. So I was going to go from your class to that one, and hopefully get those two in together. I thought the safe realtor. I've done the water law before, and that's a very useful class to review,
yeah.
and probably would do it again. The 10 o'clock class was. I'm trying to remember what was the course title on that one. I think I put it in my phone.
It looks like it's just the core. No, let me look it up again here. Looks like it's just the core real estate. Let me. I'd have to pull it up. I didn't have it written down correctly.
No worries. No worries.
Yeah.
It's okay. I can pull it off my phone, but it's a little harder when we're talking. So.
Yep.
At any rate.
Well, Art, I really appreciate your time, and look for that email from me a little bit later today. And you have a wonderful afternoon. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Scott, and good luck to you.
You as
I
well.
appreciate your efforts.
All right.
Righto. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. Wow, that was a good call. That was long. I would say that's like, I mean, we'll take it as a lead. Obviously, Art wasn't, like you said, jumping at the bit, but it's still someone I'm going to connect Nancy with, and I think that could potentially turn into something. You seem like a very nice guy, and I don't know. Maybe he could use some support in his business, but at the end of the day, it's all about your business, your goals, what you're trying to do, what lifestyle you're trying to live, and and how that fits, and potentially his business goals and what he's looking to achieve could fit with Keller Williams, and it may not. So, all right, I'm gonna leave that. Oh yeah, I marked that already. What's going on? We good? All right, got it. Let's go, boys. Get together. My goodness. All right, here we go. Next call. Moving on. Remember, guys, feedback, messages, remarks, give it to me. If you think I'm terrible on the phone, just tell me I'm terrible. Any feedback, I love it. Just give it to me. All right, here we go.
Hello, this is Brad.
Hey, Brad. My name is Scott Sillari, and I'm calling on behalf of Nancy Seraphin from KW Park City. And I want.
Right.
All right. So, real quick, just so you know, I am recording this call for training purposes, and I just want to make sure that's okay.
Well, how may I help you, Scott?
So, Brad, the reason for the call is Nancy sends out videos every couple of weeks, and
Uh-huh.
just training videos. Are you receiving those? Hello?
I'm not sure what is the purpose of your call,
So
please.
the
I know Nancy, and I can appreciate her professionalism, but I'm interested in what the purpose of your call is.
So the purpose of the call is I was calling to get feedback about the videos that she's been sending, if they've been helpful and useful, and then if you have any questions that I can relay to her that maybe she can answer on another video.
I don't have an opinion on that.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate your time, Brad. And
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. So, not a great call. But I could have prodded and prodded him and tried to keep going with that call and asking lots of questions, but he wasn't very open to having a conversation with me, so we might as well just move on from that, okay? Yeah. All right. Thanks, Frank. So Frank's here, everyone. Oh, Frank, grace everyone with your presence. No. Frank's usually not here because he just likes to berate me when I'm on the camera and doing these calls. So he usually goes away, which is nice. Allows me to, do this for you guys because it's all about you. All right, here we go. Another Brad. All right, so this person actually watched the video. All right, guys, and make sure you're always tracking those numbers. Dials, contacts, leads. Let's do that. It's a numbers game. We all know that. At the end of the day, it's a numbers game.
Hello, this is Brad Sabato, and I am
All right.
unavailable.
So, as we all know, no messages. We move on from that. And we get any feedback, any comments? Nothing? No one? Ugh. My heart. God. Brutal. All right, here we go. Well, it seems like Nancy is very well liked and professional in the community, which is awesome.
Bronson.
Bronson?
Yes.
My name is Scott Sillari. I'm calling on behalf of Nancy Seraphin from Park City, KW. And just so you know, the call is being recorded and monitored for training purposes. Is that okay?
Sure.
Thanks, man. So, hey, real quick, the reason for the call is Nancy sends out videos every couple of weeks, just training, tips, best practices, things like that. And I was calling to get a little feedback from you to see, if the videos are actually helpful. And then on top of that, if you have any questions that maybe she could answer on one of her upcoming videos.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I've seen her post them. I've never watched one of the videos. I mean, I'm sure she does a great job, but I can't really tell you a whole lot about them.
Got it. Have you ever spoken to Nancy before, or been to any of the training events that Keller Williams holds at the Market Center?
I know Nancy, super well. I sell real estate in here for a competing brokerage. But I know Nancy very well, and I go to classes. I don't go to the training, but I go to classes that they put on over at Keller Williams. So,
Got it. So just so you know, there is a couple classes next Thursday, February 8th, at 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. One's about selling and transferring water, so like the restrictions, and then the 10 o'clock class is just a core real estate training class, I believe. So,
gotcha.
And then you said you work for a competing brokerage?
I do. Yeah, I work for Berkshire Hathaway Home Services.
Got it. How long you been, if you don't mind me asking, how long you been working with Berkshire?
20 years.
Cool, man. That's awesome. That's a long time. Nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever spoke to Nancy about considering working with Keller Williams instead of Berkshire?
Oh, I'm extremely loyal. I mean, my dad was one of the original owners over at that KW office. So I'm super familiar with it.
Got it.
All that kind of stuff. But I'm a super loyal guy. I'm actually I represent a large development called the Colony up here in Park City, and I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, cool, man. I
love
no
those
idea.
guys. They're great, but I've got a really good gig going. So
Nice. Well, hey, I appreciate you being honest and transparent, and take a look.
Way to be.
Yeah, man. And that was about it. So.
Cool. Thanks for the phone call. Good
yeah,
luck with everything.
Yeah, absolutely. You too, and have a wonderful day. I appreciate your time.
You as well. Bye-bye.
All right. Another. So obviously that guy is not a lead, but still a good call. Very nice, very pleasant calls. Frank, where would you have taken that conversation? God, how many people are watching right now? How's our audience? Low? Yeah. I mean, Danny, I'm blaming you because we're supposed to be doing this on Tuesdays, not Thursdays at 3. But anyway, sorry guys. How long have we been on? What's our time? Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to keep dialing. Hopefully you can start smiling. I'd love some feedback, comments. If no one's watching, I'm not going to get any comments. I'm just going to keep eating cookies. All right, here we go. Oh, man, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Brynne? Anyone? Bryn?
Hi, you've reached Bryn Perry with...
I was correct, ladies and gents. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. That English lit degree coming through. All right, here we go.
Hello?
Is this Cam?
Yeah, this is Cam Scheidel.
Cam, my name's Scott Sillari. I'm calling on behalf of Nancy Seraphin from the Keller Williams office in Park City. And
Okay.
just so you know, this call is being recorded and monitored for training purposes. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to get to the point. The reason for my call is Nancy sends out videos every couple of weeks, just training tips, best practices about real estate and how to grow your business. I was calling. Do you receive those videos?
Yeah, I think I deleted one today or yesterday.
Oh, okay. Well, part of the reason for the call was to see if you thought they were helpful and to get feedback from you.
I don't quite understand why I'm another broker in town. Why is she emailing me?
What do you mean?
Like, is she recruiting? I don't understand why she's emailing me.
I mean, you received the email 2 days ago, right? And you said you deleted it. So she's probably just trying to educate brokers in the community on what to do, what's best practices, and then of course the long-term
approach. How long has Nancy been in the business?
She's been in the business, I think, for 15 years ish.
Okay. So, and she wants to educate other brokers that have been licensed longer than she has?
Yeah. The idea would be to attract better talent than yourself, right? To come work with you. So that's the idea long term.
Okay, so she's recruiting.
Well, I mean,
that's what you're saying.
That would be the long-term plan as a team leader at an office at Keller Williams would be to recruit the best agents in the local market, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
That would be her plan, yeah.
I mean, wouldn't you want to have some of the best agents on your team if you were trying to recruit somebody?
Yeah, I didn't realize she was the broker, and that was what she was doing.
Yeah, so
mostly I'm not really interested in changing brokerages, so I haven't really paid much attention to her training stuff.
Got it. So, I mean, if you actually if you actually read read the email and watched the video, most of it's very educational and it's just trying to be helpful tips. Right, and that's just a lot of Yeah, I mean, it's just the approach that a lot of the Keller Williams market centers take is they have training classes. It's like constant, and they always are inviting other brokers. Because
I don't know. I guess I think of Keller Williams as a great place for rookie agents, brand new agents. So I don't really see it as a good fit with my clients and my skills.
It just depends on where you're at in your business and what your goals are and what you're looking to do, right? Absolutely. It's all circumstantial depending on the business owner.
Of course. So I'm not trying to bust your chops.
No, it's cool.
I'm not coming across as rude, right?
No, you're good. I appreciate you being so direct. And hopefully I answered your questions well, But yeah, at the end of the day, Keller Williams' model is to recruit the best agents in the market area. So you're obviously on the list for a reason, so you're probably doing something right.
Oh, well, I'm flattered. I appreciate it. I just hasn't been good timing for me right now, so
and
I haven't really had.
I apologize if the call came across a little abrupt and weird at the beginning, but yeah, the whole idea of the call is just to see maybe where you're at with your business, your interest, and if you had a relationship with Nancy at all, and then go from there.
I don't know her personally. I don't believe I've ever met her, but I do remember getting her email.
Yeah.
And I figured they were recruiting related, and that's just not something I have time to deal with right now.
No, obviously. So, yeah. Well, I appreciate your time, and would you be open to potentially having a conversation with Nancy in the future about, what Keller Williams does or offers?
No, I mean, not really. Not if it's recruiting related.
Okay.
I mean, I just don't see that happening. But
got it.
I mean, certainly if I see her around town or at open houses, I would be. But happy to have a conversation with her. But I'm really not interested in changing brands or brokerages.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate the answer, and next time you get a video email from her, maybe take a look at it because it is all education based, and they tend to be very helpful.
I'll check it out.
All right.
Thank you so much for your call.
Hey, thanks for your time. I appreciate it, Cam. Have a wonderful day.
Yep. Take care.
Woo. That handled it okay? I mean, that was, all right. Well, there we go. Not a lead. Contact. Not a lead, obviously. All right. Well, let's keep going, huh? Hmm. That was good. That was interesting. I completely made up that number about Nancy. I have no idea how long she's been in real estate. But I mean, 15 sounds about. I know she's been doing the biz for a long time. You know, it's a good number. All right, here we go. I probably should know that next time. Danny, you want to look that up for me, buddy? Ah, Danny, that's my boy.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Scott Sillari. How are my chins? Good? Just don't come from top, Frank.
Is not available.
You know what's going on up top of my head here. We don't want to scare the audience with this balding. All right? All right, here we go. We're going to get someone that actually wants to talk to me.
Chris?
Hey, Chris. My name is Scott Sillari. I'm calling on behalf of Nancy Seraphin. She's the team leader over at Keller Williams in Park City.
Yeah.
So, good. How you doing? Just so you know, real quick, this call is being recorded and monitored for training purposes. Is that okay?
Sure.
Cool. Hey, I appreciate you taking the call. So the whole reason I'm calling Chris is Nancy sends out videos every couple of weeks, just education tips and best practices to grow your real estate business. Yeah. I was calling to. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I was just calling to get feedback and to see if you find the videos helpful.
Well, I watched some stuff that I'm in a meeting right now, so I'm not going to be able to be very long. I just stepped out. I watch them every now and then. I don't. Some of them, I guess, depending on my interest level on them and their subject, I might watch the whole thing. Others, might get overlooked a little bit, but that's just like everything, I guess.
Yeah.
She does a good job of making them compelling.
Cool. Well, I don't want to keep you too long because you said you stepped out, but the last question I have is, do you have any questions about like your business that maybe she could answer in a video for you?
I wouldn't be able to. I don't think so. Not at this point. I gotta step back into this meeting, but
yeah, man.
Yeah, no, I don't have any big suggestions for you. But she does a good job.
All right. Well, hey, I appreciate that feedback. I'll take it.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
All right, great.
Have a good one.
Okay.
Bye. All right. I don't think I've ever seen so many realtors answer their phone. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Maybe business is slow up there in Park City, huh? All right, here we go. Let's see. How did it jump to that one? Oh, man. Okay, hold on here. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Okay.
Hello?
Is this Christine?
Yes, it is.
Christine, my name's Scott Sillari. I'm calling on behalf of Nancy Seraphin. She's the team leader over at Keller Williams in Park City.
Uh-huh.
Just so you know, this call is being recorded and monitored for training purposes. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So the reason for my call, I'll get right to the point, Christine, is Nancy sends out videos every couple of weeks, just education-type videos about best practices for your business. I was calling to get feedback. Do you receive those videos, and are they helpful?
I do receive them, and I have to be honest, I haven't looked at the last 3 of them that have come through. So I was watching them, but I've just been kind of swamped the last 3 of them that have come through. So, yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I appreciate
but I haven't done it for a while.
Yeah, that's okay. I appreciate being honest. So the other question I had for you is, do you have any maybe questions specific to your business or real estate that maybe Nancy could answer in an upcoming video?
Not right now. No, I can't think of a thing. But sorry, I just.
Oh no, don't apologize. Don't apologize.
Yeah, I can't think of anything right now.
Okay, you're good. Don't apologize. So the other question I was going to ask is, have you ever attended any of the training classes that Keller Williams holds?
Not in the last year, because I'm with Sotheby's and they hold enough of them that I have managed to get everything through that.
Got it.
We have in-house classes.
Okay. So they have Sotheby's has good training classes as well.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I appreciate your time. The only other question I was going to ask before I let you go is, have you ever spoken with Nancy before?
Yes, I used to work for Nancy when she was up at. I think I worked for it. Maybe I didn't. I think I did when she was up at Deercrest. I'm not sure. Oh, I got my client calling through. I got to run, but thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Ooh. All right. How we doing, guys? How we doing on time? Huh? Only 5 years in business. Are you sure? 15 sounds better. All right. Why is this a 949 number? Can you find out what that 10 o'clock class is? Is that possible?
This is Cindy Corbin with Promontory.
Let's see. NEKW. All right, here we go. Let's keep on dialing, huh? No comments. Oof. Tough showing today. Phone calls live, baby.
Hi, this is Corey.
Hey, Corey. My name is Scott Sillari. I'm calling on behalf of Nancy Seraphin. She's the team leader over at Keller Williams at the Park City office. Yeah, just so you know, real quick, this call is being recorded and monitored for training purposes. Is that okay?
Sure.
Cool. Thank you. I'll get to the point. The reason for the call is Nancy sends out videos every couple of weeks, just education, training, tips, best practices for your business, things like that. I was calling to get a little feedback. Have you been receiving the videos, and do you find them helpful?
Ooh, I think I receive them, but I've never watched them. So that would be an NA.
Yeah, got it. I'm gonna write NA right here in my sheet. Second question for you is, do you have any questions about real estate specifically that maybe Nancy could answer in an upcoming video?
I don't.
Got it. Yeah.
But you know that I'm a realtor as well.
Yes, that
okay.
I definitely know that. Yeah. So, have you ever? I know you do you work for Sotheby's?
I do.
Okay. Have you ever taken any training classes or been invited to any of the classes that Keller Williams puts on?
No, I haven't. I don't know if I've been invited, and I definitely haven't been to a Keller Williams training.
Would you ever consider attending one of the classes? That's part of the reason why I'm calling. So they're doing a couple classes next Thursday, the 8th at 10 and 11, and I'd love to send you an invite if you'd be interested in potentially attending with the links to the type of classes they are.
Would I be? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're about. Probably not. But yeah, feel free to send it along.
Okay. Well, I will send it along. I know one of them is about selling and transferring water, like all the rules and regulations with that.
Yep.
Okay. And then I think the other one is, I'd have to double check on the other one. It's a core real estate 1-hour training. I'd have to double check on the exact content with that class.
Okay.
But yeah. I'll send it over to you.
Yeah. Awesome. Right on. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, man. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Bye. All right. Do it. Okay. Another contact. I would not call that a lead, but I will send him class info. That's good. A lot of Sotheby's on this. Hopefully all Sotheby's agents are like, why is this guy trying to recruit for Keller Williams right now? That is not the case, ladies and gentlemen. She just happens to be our client and with Keller Williams, and it is what it is. So, okay, here we go. What are you doing? Why are you here? Why do you always have to mess with stuff? Ugh, worst. You can hear me now? Good.
Hello, you reached Port Sterling. I can't get to your call. Leave me a message and I'll call you.
All right.
Scott, how you doing?
Huh? I can't. No. Oh, good. Oh, look at you trying to sabotage. I'm going to call you. Let's call Frank. All right, here we go. I feel like I already called that. I can't hear you.
How you doing, Scott?
I can't hear you. Nice try.
Let's have a good call, Scott.
All right, I'm gonna skip to this one. This guy actually watched the video, I believe. Clicked.
Hey, Scott.
All right.
You have reached the voicemail box of 801-8563.
All right. Yeah. The audience can hear you, though? I mean, I can just go like that. I can hear you. Good. Okay. Are you gonna train me? I need more of I need a better offer. I'm getting brushed too. All right, I'm gonna call this video click. So wait, can you hear the call in your ears? Okay.
Hi, this is Heidi Gatch. Thanks for calling. Please leave me a message and I'll call you.
All right.
Scott, you're doing a good job, buddy.
What's our time here, guys?
Yeah, 5 more minutes.
All right, I'm gonna try to find I'm gonna skip forward to the ones that have clicked, so we can call some people that are actually engaging. That's the idea in the content, not just people that open the email.
Interested in talking with Nancy or joining KW?
What?
Was there anyone that clicked a link saying they were interested in talking with Nancy or joining Keller Williams?
It just says click or video text.
So no call to action then. That's okay.
No call to action clicks. Only video text. So they just clicked on watching the video.
Yeah, I think the best call to action is just get to the point that you want to invite them to a training.
Right.
But we don't have the details on the training, do we?
No, I have on one of them, but not the other one.
How about this? Let's just get a yes that they would be open to receiving some updates on future trainings that were free, that were open to all brokerage brands besides KW, and just be very clear there's no hard call for becoming a recruit. It's just to help.
Okay.
That we can grow
Cool
the size of the pie in Park City. You look good, Scott.
Hi, this is Kelly Rogers with Angle and.
You know, Frank, I would have loved that input when I first started, not 50 an hour in.
Well, you know, you're sitting
as I floundered earlier.
Well, you know, you're sitting there live on Facebook making calls. You know,
yeah,
getting ready for a public filleting with whoever may, whoever may answer. But this is kind of nice being the producer behind the scenes, and I can patch in and give you a little bit of feedback for the next call. But
yeah,
we do need
All
to
right,
get
here
to
we
the
go.
point.
Here's another one.
We do need to get to the
call
point
this one
faster with the invite to an event. And you have
Yep.
to say it's across all brokerage brands, and you're not calling to recruit them. I think you need to get that out faster.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you called me, you'd be like, oh, God, here we go. Try to get me to move.
have reached the voicemail box of Michael Hutchison.
All right. We got a couple more clicks, and then we're going to call it a day here, guys.
Well, Scott, this is a harder list. You've never called. You never
What?
called on behalf of a real estate recruiter before, have you?
I did. I called on one of our Remax clients, Nate Martinez, early in the year, and it went pretty well. It was a lot easier though. I felt like I feel like this market's a little bit different.
Oh, very much.
More of a luxury. Yeah, it's more of a luxury market. Phoenix is a huge metropolitan area. You know, it's. But same type of thing. I was offering classes.
Hey,
and
Peter,
stuff,
look up the weather in Park City right now. Like, are they under a giant snowstorm? Like, I mean, that would be nice to know, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Scott, it's 40 degrees and partly cloudy.
That's pretty normal. That's not bad.
All right, let's hear a tight script. Get to the point.
Who's that from? Oh, thanks, Pete.
Game face, Scott.
You gotta make sure that's not on time limit.
Hi, you've reached Mitch Finlinson with Summit.
All right. We're goose egging here, Frank, ever since you jumped in.
They call me the cooler.
The cooler.
Whenever there's a hot table, I stand by it and everyone loses.
All right. I feel like I already called her.
Yeah, Scott, because all you have on your list there is just an email address and phone number. You don't know which brokerage they're with or really anything about them.
Well, unless it says it in the email. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me go.
You know what we should do, Scott? I would like to write your script on that whiteboard to your left. So like right now you would flip it back over and the script would be there for the audience to follow along. And then you just flip it back when you have a dial, contact, or lead.
We should do that next time.
I'm
gonna make this is the last call.
I got some people watching. Write down what you think that script should be. I'd like to hear your feedback for a good recruiting call. Or at least event invitation.
It's Sally.
Hi, Sally. My name is Scott Sillari, and I'm calling on behalf of Nancy Seraphin. She's the team leader over the Keller Williams office. And just so you know, this call is being recorded and monitored for training purposes. I'll get to the point real quick, okay? The reason for the call is we hold training classes and teaching classes, educational classes over the Keller Williams office for all agents at all different brokerages. And I was calling to see if you'd be open to me sending an email with a link to some of those classes that we're doing, the training classes that we're doing at the KW office.
Sure. Go ahead.
Great. I have Sally at your first name, last name.com. Is that correct?
Correct.
Got it. Well, I will definitely send you an email with links to those classes. And if anything seems like it's good education for you, please feel free to join. They are free classes that the Market Center puts on.
I'm aware of that. I have been to some classes there.
Oh, okay, good. Great. Well,
thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for the time. I appreciate it. All right,
Scott.
I'm done.
Done.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm done. Hey guys, I appreciate you watching.
Stay live. Let's do some phone coaching here. I have some ideas.
No, I don't want to do coaching with you.
I have ideas.
This isn't part of the show. You're
now.
changing the show.
We changed the show format.
Now it's Scott Sucks. Scott Sucks. It's Frank's time to shine. Frank.
No, Scott, you're doing great, man. You really are. No, this is really good, man, because look.
Well, I think we need to have a better offer.
You know,
Obviously, that didn't.
Listen to me. anyone that sits there live on Facebook and makes calls like this, like, you have brass balls, man. I mean, to do this, come on. Like, who's going to want to do this and, like, sit down and actually do something like this? You should be really proud of yourself. I really mean that, man. But what we need to do is we need to be very specific that our goal is to get them to like the Facebook page and get their email address to get on their training newsletter. Like, or to really make sure they're...
Well, I mean, she has all of the emails.
Well, to make sure they're really consuming it, and then invite them to a very specific event. Like, hey, we got this event next Tuesday, 4 o'clock. You have this problem in your business. We can help you solve it. I want to send you an invite. It's really important. Can I send it your way?
Right. That'd be much more effective and strategic. I think, part of it, we'd have to get more strategic with the agent or the team leader or whoever I'm calling on behalf to recruit for. So I know ahead of time there's a class that I can actually invite people. Then I'd actually leave messages.
Well, because here's the deal. I mean, one of the things we noticed with these calls is most people knew who Nancy was or knew of her.
Yeah, or they'd been to a class.
Which is the whole point.
Yeah.
So you're not calling people who don't know who she is. Like, what are you talking? Why are you calling me? What is this about?
Right, which is great. I mean, clearly the videos are working to where they at least know who she is.
It's giving you a
it's branding herself
to make a strong offer, but you have to. I really love the idea of inviting them to an event, a specific event that has a specific problem that's going on right now. This event will show you how to solve it, and again, it's across all brokerage brands, and you will not get a recruiting pitch. Can I send you an invite?
Yeah, I love that idea, and that's what we're gonna do the next time I have a client that's doing training and recruiting. We'll set that up ahead of time. But what's a great idea too is that our next client, Frank, our next call day, what I'm gonna do is see if they can set up a seller workshop.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Right? If they have a seller workshop, then I can invite everyone I'm calling in that consumer list to a seller workshop for the agent, right? And now I'm inviting them to an event as well, not just calling to see if they're, they want to list or buy their home, which I could do that as well, right? But then if I can invite them to a workshop, that'd be really good too.
Go to sellerworkshop.com. Whoever is watching this, I hope we have an audience, Scott.
I think I do. I'm sure people are still watching.
I think yes, absolutely. I would invite them to a seller workshop. Yeah, I love the idea of the invitation script because here's the deal.
Yeah, so I think we get a little more strategic now that we're 10 episodes in. We can get a little more strategic with the phone call for the client.
And for a lot of people that are doing this, like they don't necessarily have the time to make calls every single day in and out. It's much more easier to train a calling assistant with an invitation excuse to call essentially than like trying to hunt out some type of getting some business out of it.
Yeah.
So anyways, good job, Scott.
I think the idea, guys, and as if you want to learn more about these lists that we're generating for our clients, it's all about sending out educational content, whether you do it with Viral or you do it with another company or do it on your own, sending out videos, stay in touch with your database to brand yourself, to add value. And so that when you do make a follow-up phone call, they recognize who you are, like you saw today. And so if you want to learn more, go to getviral.com. You can reach out to me, Scott, at GetViral. I really appreciate you watching phone calls live. And we're going to get a little bit more strategic, as Frank said, on our next shows. So we can show you that there is a lot of business in your database. You've seen me generate business in just an hour making phone calls, and you could do it too. So I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch this, and we'll see you next time.